Whatever. I fucked up the order. I don't care. Alright. I guess I'm getting out of here. That's probably the play. Get out of here. Go. I don't know. I don't really want to. I mean, I could go to Raid Hour, but do I really want to? Not really. Dude, I don't even want to play Pokemon Go. I close. Wait, no. I reopened the Pokemon Go. I was gonna say, I don't even think I have it open right now. I do, but I'll use my incense, I guess. I don't want to even play Pokemon Go, dude. I don't even play Pokemon Go anymore. I don't identify with being a Pokemon Go player anymore. You know? That's not me. I am not a Pokemon Go player anymore. Ignore the fact that I'm level 75 and that I have put God knows how much money into the game and God knows how much time into the game. Because you know what, man? I don't know. I got nothing, man. So, yeah. Let's get out of Barnes & Noble and into hell. Who doesn't love hell, right? I mean, we're all gonna go to hell someday. Except for the people that aren't gonna go to hell. Am I gonna go to hell? I don't think so. Not gonna lie. I don't think I'm going to hell. So that's good, right? I am just gonna go. Yeah, I think I'd rather go this way because you know what? I get to go against the flow of traffic here. I like that. Oh no, don't tell me my CDs are gonna fall. I'll cry. I will cry. I'll be driving and I'm gonna be crying. That was just. That might have been the worst thing I've ever done. Ever. I hear an ambulance. I don't see an ambulance. Oh, that was it. Dude, what the hell is that guy doing, man? What the hell is going on? Oh my god. That guy was really trying to weave his way out of the fucking gas station, dude. Holy moly. So, it's been an interesting week. Like I've been saying, I've been fucking up my sleep schedule really bad. So, that sucks. We're gonna try to fix that. I think part of the problem I have with fixing it, part of the problem I have with fixing my sleep schedule, right, is that, okay, let's say I'm gonna try to fix my sleep schedule. I'm trying to, like, do it, like, all at once, and I feel like this is not working, man. And realistically, I should be, okay. I was like, am I in the wrong lane? And then it told me, no, left lane must turn left. So, hey, we're okay. Oh, sleep. So I've been trying to, like, fix my sleep schedule by just, like, doing one giant ass, like, shift. And it's just not working, dude. It's just not working. So what my idea is to just do it gradually and hope that that's gonna work instead. Okay. I'm gonna see. I'll let her go. I was not trying to blinker. I was trying to high beams and it put the blinker on for some reason. So that was cool. This guy didn't actually cut in front of me, so I respect that. I kind of like slowed down a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Because I was like, I don't want to block people in. I let that woman out, you know? She waved, so yeah. But like, I don't want to block people in. Ooh, okay. But yeah. Dude, I had so many people cutting me off before. I was getting so pissed. Like, there's literally, I was moving, and this guy just fucking right in front of me. Are you kidding me? Like, what was that, dude? That guy was crazy. It was like right over here. It was right coming up at this light. I'm like, dude. He cut me off while I was in the middle of moving. Like, I don't even know what to say. It's just, dude's Jersey drivers sometimes, man. It's fucking unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The shit that they pull. So that makes me very glad that I'm not, makes me very glad that I'm not the average New Jersey driver. I'm not saying I'm the most perfect driver in the world or anything, man, but like, just have some decency and common sense, man. That's all. That's all that it really takes. I don't get it. I don't get how people just, they can't have decency and common sense in this world. I mean, it's just like this world just fucking driving us all crazy. I don't know. But I just fucking, I don't understand it, dude. I don't understand it. Why? Why does nobody have any sort of common decency or common sense, man? I hate it. So, yeah. So yeah, sleep has been kind of shitty, but we are gonna try to fix it. Oh shit, I still have my blinker on. I'm not making it right. So again with the blinker stuff, man. I don't know, the blinkers, I wish they could make them better, but also it's like, I kind of understand why they exist the way that they do. Because it obviously makes sense to like have it automatically stop, right? Or to have it automatically like go back. And then sometimes it just doesn't work. And then you're just like, man, fuck. And that was a moment where I'm just like, man, fuck. And what else? Yeah, so a lot of the Brian drama has gone on. I've made so many videos talking about it, and I don't really feel like talking about it that much anymore. And to be honest, I've also just, you know, nothing has really evolved. It's just been, everybody just hates him, man. That's where we're at right now. Everybody fucking hates him, bro. Everybody hates him. And like, I'm not even being hyperbolic when I say that. Dude, there's nobody in our deli that likes him. At all. Nobody at all. Nobody in our deli likes him. Not our bosses, not the people he works with at night, not the people during the day. Nobody. Which, you know, just saying nobody just reminded me of that Avenged Sevenfold song. I haven't listened to a lot of Life Is But a Dream, even though I got it like a couple weeks ago. But I have to say, Nobody was a really good song. Like, I listened to it again, and I was just like, man, that is actually such a good song. I'm not gonna lie. You know? The guitar goes crazy, dude. Gates was doing some crazy work. And I'm just like, man, that is awesome. That they still can put out bangers like that after like 20 years, dude. They've been doing this for 20 years and they still put out some crazy ass bangers like that, man. So nobody say anything, but I was slightly speeding, and now we're okay. Because again, this is another one of these roads where like it seems like it should be a higher speed, and it's not. And you get a lot of people that actually do speed on this road. And I'm not one of them. At least not usually. Like, you know, every now and then it's like, okay, going 1 mile per hour over, my bad. But like, that guy in front of me, that guy's going pretty fast, you know? So, see, it's telling me I'm it told me I was going 31 for half a second. And then it's like, yeah, you're good. So, I've honestly been just so tired, man, and I have not been doing myself any favors. Because as I've been saying, I have really been sabotaging my sleep. I was up so late last night, and I was like, man, I really just want to watch like one Avenged Sevenfold like live performance, just listen to that for a little bit and then go to sleep. And then it turned into like 3. Then it turned into me watching 20 minutes of Germa, and I'm like, how the fuck did I end up watching Germa? What happened? What the fuck? Like, how did I end up watching Germa out of nowhere? It's one of those things. I was just like, what the hell? And then I started watching another Germa video. I watched like 10 minutes of that, and I was like, okay, dude, I should go to bed. Finally got myself to go to bed. I don't know why I do that to myself, man. Why do I do that? I don't know. One of the things I was thinking about a lot last night, too, is that I feel like I honestly am really in a, okay, you are going very slow. Okay, thought you were gonna speed up a little bit after you made that very sus turn, but you did not, and now you're just going like 20 miles an hour. Okay, now you're speeding up a little bit. He found his gas pedal, dude. He didn't know where his gas pedal was, but he finally found it. Oh, and he also figured out that he had to be in this lane at the very last second. Nice. Oh my god, bro. Okay. Not even hitting my gas here, dude. I don't trust this guy in front of me at all. I don't trust him at all. We got the bus depot. Oh yeah, so also here's the thing that kind of sucks. My car is going to need a couple things. Not really anything that bad, but it just needs some tires. It needs tires. It needs a like air filter and a cabin filter. So it's not really that bad, but it's still just like, man, I don't want to lose. I don't want my car to be gone for a second, dude. I want it there. I want it in my driveway 24/7 because I love it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for these guys. Oh, I did not. It's gonna have to be a very sharp turn. There we go. Not like very, very sharp, but decently sharp. Dude, I don't know what just fell. I just heard something fall. What just fell, man? What the hell? What the hell? But yeah, I'm a little sad about that. But there could also be like 20 million other things that would be way worse for my car. So I'm just kind of fortunate that it's like, yeah, your car really only needs like new tires, and yeah, the engine was leaking oil, but it turned out that was, oh my god, what happened to my angle? Oh look, dude, this is the first time I've actually looked at it in like a while. Dude, why am I so low? What happened? It's like cutting off everything, dude. There we go. Fixed. Fixed it. Dude, that's crazy. Just ruined my whole angle, ruined my everything. I blame that one guy in front of me. Makes his sus turn. He's like going 15 miles an hour in front of me. Then he like goes in the lane at the last second because he realizes, oh my god, I need to turn left. Man, whatever. Whatever. So, I'm trying to think. I don't know, man. This whole week has just kind of been like a blur for me. Oh yeah, I guess also there is the angle, right, of my mentor coworker. He is going for surgery, I think next week. So he's going to be out of the job for like months. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, because now basically we're down a night shift guy realistically, and that means I might be forced to work with Brian. And I don't really want to do that, but like I told my therapist before this, I told her, I am not giving a shit, dude. You know? I'm not caring about trying to not piss this guy off, because this guy's always pissed off. He's always pissed off. And my other coworker was also telling me too. He was like, on Sunday, I helped 8 customers and he helped 1. And I was just like, yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right for this piece of shit, you know? And then also there was another day too where he was like, I had to, you know, leave and I couldn't finish everything because I was gonna miss the bus. And the only thing I didn't finish was washing the floor. And Brian is still like, yeah, I'm still not gonna do it. You know, I'm not gonna do that. My coworker's just like, okay. So, yeah, a little bit of an interesting situation ongoing there. That's a big truck up ahead, and there's a car on my side. So I'm thinking that, yeah, okay, I got room. Wanted to be just a little careful, not trying to get anything or anybody hurt, so. That guy bro, that guy parked like really on the curb, dude. It looks like he just fucking straight up crashed his car into a tree. Oh, dude, that's funny. That's funny, man. That's funny. So, yeah. I honestly, I'm not looking forward to the fact that I might have to work with him again. But I'm not gonna just retreat, you know, and back off at this point because it's like, oh, he's angry and stuff. I'm still gonna hold my ground. I'm still going to advocate for myself. You know, not doing something that is just not sustainable. And if he doesn't like that, then, you know, he can go fuck himself, man. There's not really anything else to say. You don't like it, go fuck yourself. That's it. And at the end of the day, that's it. It's not like I'm making this guy do all the fucking work. It's not like I am, it's not like I'm doing anything horrible. I'm just not doing all the work anymore. So, he can be angry all he wants, but that's what I've ended up doing because it's just not sustainable. It's just not sustainable to work that hard for that long It's just not sustainable. Let's see, do I get my spot? Where is my, oh, it's up here. Okay. Oh man, but I had to park this way? Oh man. And this isn't even the spot that I usually get. Oh man. Fucked up. Kind of. But I think it'll be okay. Oh no, I giga fucked up. GG, dude. GG. It's whatever. I don't care. I mean, kind of almost done with this at this point anyway, right? I don't know. What else? So what else do I have to say about this week? I'm trying to even think. Oh yeah, I'm working on getting insurance, and it was a pain in the ass because I was going through the New Jersey thing and had to like call to verify my identity, and then they were like I gave them like all this information, and it's still like, yeah, sorry, your identity can't be verified. Okay. So then I had to call yesterday to get manual verification. And I just realized that it went down again, man. It's slacking. Why is it slacking so much, dude? What's happening? I took this out last night and I put it back in, and now the angle's all weird. It's fucked up, man. Unlucky. But oh, dude, you know what the worst part's gonna be? It's gonna ruin my blurring. Then again, it's like whatever, dude. Who cares, right? Who cares? So honestly, yeah. I don't know. Well, I forgot what I was talking about again. I don't remember what I was supposed to be talking about. I was talking about something, and I forgot. Oh yeah, the insurance thing. So now I have manual verification now, so I gotta do that. I gotta like upload my driver's license and shit. So that's gonna be fun. But I'm hoping I can get some insurance, and then that'll kind of alleviate a lot of costs, hopefully, that I have right now. That'll be a big help. So, and then yeah, obviously I bought all that stuff that it's probably not going to be out. That video is not going to be out by the time you see this, but I will probably post it very soon, probably like tomorrow when you see this, because I'm probably uploading this today and uploading that tomorrow. I got quite a haul. I'm just going to leave it at that. Not bad. Not bad. I got a lot of interesting stuff. I'm excited for that. And then, other than that, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much else. I don't know what else I have to say. Like, I just. This has been such a bizarre week for me. I feel like I just don't remember all the stuff that's going on. I mean, I'm starting to remember things now. I don't know. Should I just redo this whole video? I don't know what happened, dude. I don't know what happened. My sleep schedule, I talked about, I don't know. No, I'm not going to redo this video. I'm just going to upload it. Whatever, right? Like I said, and the other thing I recorded before as well, there's no expectations. There's nobody depending on me. God, I really hope he uploads this video like right now, you know. I'm not famous or anything, so whatever. I don't care. Yeah, Monday, I remember Monday in terms of work, it was pretty like annoying. Dude, and then there was a whole thing with I feel like I said it in a video, but basically it was like this whole thing. We have like these meals that you can get, and they didn't give me. I didn't have like a code for the thing to price the dinner. So I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? So then I just took something from the other similar code, and I gave it to her for that. And I also like I gave her a lot of like barbecue pulled pork and shit, dude. There's a lot, and like it still kind of ended up becoming a thing. And they weren't mad at me personally, but they were mad about the fact that this was not done properly. You know, that this was not like I didn't have a way to do this. And realistically, what I should have just said is like I don't have a code for that. I'm sorry, I can't do that. But I didn't want to do that for the simple reason of do I want to be able to tell like an old woman? And then it probably would have escalated to a manager anyway, right? They would have been like, well, it says an entree. Why can't I get it in the meal? You know, and then so I was like, I just want to, you know, just help this old lady, but yeah, it is what it is. It's what it is. I'm trying to think, was there anything else? Not really. It's just, dude, my sleep schedule's been so bad. I felt so tired today. I feel like Barnes & Noble kind of revitalized me a little bit. Not gonna lie. I'm feeling okay after Barnes & Noble. I'm feeling alright. I ate a pizza pretzel. I bought a lot of things. Feeling good. I'm gonna get her $5 off my next purchase because I've spent $400 at Barnes & Noble. Oh, it's so bad, dude. I can't believe I've only been going there a couple months, and I spent $400. Then again, I guess part of that is food, right? So I mean, where's the? Because I did get some food. So like, yeah. I was gonna say the tip count towards that would be funny. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really think I have much else to say. It's just been kind of a very bleh week, and I feel like more than anything, I just really, really, really need to fix my sleep schedule because it's bad. It's very bad. And in general, I need to fix my schedule, dude. I need to stop watching so many YouTube videos, and then even outside of that, I've just been listening to too much music and not doing other things that I could be. And I feel like it's not great, so we'll see. Am I crazy or I feel like the angle changed again since I last looked at it. Maybe I'm just crazy, I don't know. But like, why is this happen, man? Dude, I wish I had a better mount. I really wish I had a better mount. This mount is not the greatest thing in the world, but it's like there's like all those magnetic mounts, but that doesn't work. Those are like iPhone things and like stuff. I don't have magnets in this phone, I'm pretty sure. Or my actual phone. So also, you know, I can mention, dude, I dropped my phone in the parking lot. I dropped my phone in the parking lot when I was going into Best Buy today. I came out of my car, it fell out of my pocket, it went into the parking lot, and I think it scraped like around here or something. And I was like, oops. Also, dude, the USB port on this thing is so fucked up, dude. Like, I can only really charge it with one specific charger. Every other charger, and like I try to plug in my external hard drive and shit, and it just doesn't work. Or like I have to like hold it in a very weird position, and then if it accidentally like falls out, it like ejects it, and then it's like you have to restart your phone because the storage device wasn't ejected properly, and I'm just like, really? I don't know. My phone's USB port is just kind of cooked. And this phone works significantly better somehow. I don't know what happened that made the USB port that bad, but it happened. So, yeah. I think I'm out of things to say. I don't know. This has been a week. Not really a notable one. I guess that's kind of an okay thing. You know, sometimes those weeks are alright. Sometimes we're happy to have those. But I want to do stuff. You know? I feel like it's a problem. I have a video that I made. I never uploaded it because it was going to take more effort because I brought my actual microphone with my MacBook in here, and I just yapped for like 30 minutes or something. One of the things I was talking about was I was like, maybe I should go to a gym, start training in a gym. And when I was working with my coworker on Monday, we were switching the slicers because the one slicer is so bad. It's like, you can tell it really doesn't slice well. So we were switching them, and he was like, you have muscles, and I'm like, not that good. Not to pick up one of these fucking slicers, dude. These slicers are fucking heavy. They're heavy. So he was like, come on, he said, I'm gonna take you to the gym. I'm gonna call you one day. We're gonna go to the gym. I was like, okay, you know what? Like, I don't know. I wouldn't mind going to the gym with him. I feel like he's a good guy, you know, and he's a very good, in my opinion, he's a very good like teacher and motivator. And he's not one of those teachers where he's like always nice and stuff. Sometimes he can be a little, I don't want to say harsh, but like more strict, you know? Like he wants everything done like really well. He'll be like, oh, you know, because nobody else cares about closing all the stupid Ziplocs. Nobody else cares. Well, except kind of my coworker at night, he will do it because he knows that I do it. So he does it for me, so it's less work for me later on, right? And also it's good to do because some of the meats and cheeses, they dry out when you leave the bag open. So, but he's like very strict about that stuff and about some other stuff where it's like he really cares about like the little details, not just doing the general thing. Like he's always trying to give little bits of information and tips and stuff. And I always think it's really helpful. So it's like, I feel like he'd be a good person to be like a trainer or something, or like, you know, go to the gym with him. Because this guy knows his stuff, man. He's a fucking smart guy. What can I say, right? Oh my god, and that phone is at 15%. Uh-oh. Oh no. What am I gonna do? It's funny. I did this and then the notification popped down. That's crazy, dude. But it just unlocked the memory for me from Monday. Yeah, it was Monday too. So I'm working with my mentor coworker, right? And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to go do the expired stuff. So I'm going out there, starting to do the expired stuff. And this one woman came. She wanted a sandwich. All right, no big deal. It's all right. I make her the sandwich. And I make her the sandwich. I go back out there. And then I see this other guy come. And I immediately recognize him. I was like, oh no. This is the guy. He wants you to make like 2 sandwiches for him, and he wants like a lot of stuff. He's like, give me as many vegetables as you can on that thing. And I'm like those sandwiches are not easy to make and not fun to make. And I remember the first time it happened, I made him the sandwiches, but I had this like massive line of customers, and he's like trying to talk to me while I'm making the sandwiches. And there's like this line of customers just coming, and like it's just me in the deli. I'm like, oh boy, dude, oh boy. But I saw that guy on Monday. I was like, oh boy. And then my coworker, he got to my coworker first. I was like, because I just had to make a sandwich, dude. I really don't want to go back in there and make more. So I was keeping an eye out. If there were more customers, I would have came help them while he's making the sandwiches, right? But then he was talking to that guy for a little bit. And then that guy sees me, and he's like, oh, hi. How are you? So, I said hi and all that. And then he came over to me while I was working on expired stuff. And he just started talking to me. And, dude, it felt like the conversation just kept going and going and going and going. And apparently this guy was a pastor. Or he is a pastor. So it kind of makes sense. This guy can yap a lot. But he was really talking about how, like, dude, you need to be in school. Like, you should have been in school yesterday. And it is like, yeah, I get it, right? Realistically, with the grades that I had, with the talent that I had, I don't really want to call it talent, right? But I should have probably, like, gotten a bachelor's. But, world events fucked me up. Things in my personal life fucked me up. My own, mental problems fucked me up. And so, he was saying, like, why are you working this job? Like, seriously, when you have grades like that, why are you working this job? And I just kind of was like, but it's one of those things, right, where it's like, if you're working your first job at 25 and all you have is associates, there's probably a reason that happened. It's not like I'm just, some super smart guy. It's like there are problems there that I had to be able to sort out in order to get anywhere. But, at least I'm working this job now instead of just, like, playing a bunch of video games all day. So, that's good. But, that whole conversation, I recorded something about it, and then I don't know if I ever uploaded it or not. I don't think I did. And, yeah, I don't know. The guy was, he just kept yapping and yapping and yapping, but, it is kind of like, it's funny because the week before I made a video where I was like, oh my god, dude, like, I've realized I have so many possibilities, which, by the way, actually, also, update to that thing, too, I just thought about that. Yesterday, I saw that guy again, I saw that guy that was, like, offering me a job, essentially. I saw him, and I said hi, and then, I went about sweeping the floor. I didn't see him again. So he probably knows at this point that I'm probably not taking that job, which also, it's not like you're going and you're recruiting people in a supermarket. Like, you're not advertising for the job or anything. I don't know. But yeah, that guy was there again. But back to what I was saying. That guy, when he was like offering me a job and stuff, it just made me think, like, I have a lot of possibilities open to me. And then it was like the next week, I'm just kind of thinking, like, man, I have all these possibilities, but I'm not taking any of them. What am I doing? And I just kind of felt like shit. But I think, in my opinion, I am alright at the moment. I'm not completely wasting my life, so there's that. But I do feel like I want to do more, like I was saying. I just want to do more with my life. Not just work and sleep and, go to therapy, I guess. And let that be, like, my life. And I was even talking about this with my therapist, too, where it's just, like, I don't really even want to talk about work that much anymore, because it's, like, I feel like work became my personality. It was, like, for the longest time, video games were my personality. And then they stopped being my personality. But then what started to become my personality is work. Like, all I did was just work. And, all I wanted to do was work. And I would go to work on my days off and everything. And now I'm just like, I don't want that anymore. Especially, after they cut hours and shit. And I'm like, great. I put in all these hours to help this corporation. And they just said, but we can give Brian hours. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm assuming he's going to get more hours next week because mentor coworker is not going to be there anymore. But we'll see. Or at least not going to be there for a couple months. But it's just like, I don't know. I still really don't want to work with him, especially, when he's that aggressive and angry. And I know that he probably is, at least to an extent, violent, I think. I mean, I'm not going to say that's definitive, but, like, I don't know, man. I mean, I still just think back to that one customer, which I have yet to see, sadly. I haven't seen him, because I knew he was going to be out for a while, because he was going through another major surgery after his last one got botched. And he was talking about when he first found out that the surgery had been botched, right? And that, he was having this problem, right? He was telling me, or he was telling my coworker Brian, he was like, found out that surgery got botched, and Brian was like, oh, that's when you start throwing things, right? And it's like, throwing things? Like, you find out some bad news, and your first instinct is just, fuck! Like maybe I could see be like, fuck, like you like bang your head or bang your hand on the table or something, right? But, like, throwing things, that just made me think, like, does your fucking like girlfriend come up to you and be like, listen, I don't want to do this anymore, and then your first instinct is just like, you throw a fucking pair of scissors at her or some shit, like, you fucking bitch, you serious? Like, that's the type of person I feel he is, So, that's why, at this point, it's just, if I have to work with him again, I'm watching my back. And that's gonna make me less productive. So, if he wants to say, oh, you're slowing down, you're, blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't fucking trust you. I don't trust you by my back, dude. Because even my one coworker, she said this on Saturday, because she's like, oh man, I'm glad to see you two here, not him. She's telling me that the story of why she hasn't talked to him in 3 years, why she hasn't talked to Brian in 3 years. She told me that there was like a 92-year-old veteran that came to our deli, and Brian, got pissed at him or whatever and started, like, yelling at him and cursing at him. 92-year-old veteran. And then, she came over, was like, hey, like, what do you do? Why are you yelling at this guy? Why are you yelling at this 92-year-old veteran, dude? And then he started yelling and cursing at her. And he told her to go fuck himself. And she told him to go fuck himself. And then they never spoke after that. And I'm just like, dude, like, how many times can you have these kind of interactions with customers and coworkers and still have your job? How? I just do not understand it, man. I mean, I'm telling you, he has to be at least somewhat protected. I think, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, I think the store manager is protecting him to an extent. That's my theory on it. But even this guy knows, like, a lot of the things this guy's doing. He's not doing his work. He's arguing with customers. He's, getting aggressive with coworkers. Why do they let him stay around? I don't get it. Like, you have to know this is bad for your store, right? It's not like some little just petty, beef that you could just squash or whatever, right? This is like, this guy's not doing his job and actively turning customers away and, making them feel assaulted, and they keep him around. I don't get it, man. I don't understand why they keep him around. I really don't. It's so bizarre. Like, how can you just be okay with that? Don't you understand that this is gonna lose you business? I don't know. But then again, this is the same company that was like, let's have 2 different prices for the regular thing and then the meal one. And then they got new signs and they just took away the price for the meal one. So now we get a bunch of customers that end up being confused because they're like, well, that's like, that's not the price on there, but it, I have to tell customers and they get confused. Just like that woman I was talking about before, they get confused. They don't understand. They don't understand what's going on. They don't understand why they're being charged more when there's a price there that doesn't say that. So, I'm sympathetic with them. I really got to talk to the managers and just be like, I think we should have separate prices so that they can see, the price. Because imagine it's just like a Frosty is $3 or something, or like a Frosty is $1.50 or something, right? You go, oh, Frosty's $1.50, okay. And then they ask you like small or large, and you're like, I guess I get the large, $1.50. And then it turns out it's like $3, but you didn't know because there's no fucking thing that says the large is $3, So, I don't know. I gotta bring that up with my managers and talk to them about that, because I don't like customers feeling like they get ripped off, and this has happened like a lot of times. I've literally had like a couple instances where they get something and they're like, that's not the price that was there, and then it's like, well, that's the meal price. They're like, oh, well, I don't want it if it's that expensive. It happens more often than you would think, and it sucks. And I don't understand why they're doing that. They really should just have prices. Just have the prices there. Just don't be sneaky about it. Because then it ends up falling on me to be like the guy that's trying to look out for the customer and shit. And it's like, I would rather they would just know in the first place, so I don't have to tell everybody, oh, by the way, that isn't the price on there that's a different price. Like, oh. Yeah. What am I gonna do, man? It's not my company. It's not my store. It's not my deli. So, with that, I think I'm good to end things here. It's already 6 o'clock, so I'm probably gonna go home. I'm gonna go, I don't know. I'm gonna go find something to do. And I swear I am not going to bed at 3 a.m. tonight. I'm not even going to bed at 2 a.m. tonight. Okay, I'm going to bed like 1:30. I'm gonna gradually shift it. We'll go to bed 1:30 for like 2 nights, and then maybe I'll switch it like 1:15, because I am a Call of Duty Zombies player. So every time I see 115, every time. Dude, I can't help, but every time I see it, I just, I just like, oh my god, it's the number! It's the number! Every single time. I think it happened at work yesterday too. I'm like looking, I'm like, oh my god. 115. Dude, I actually have not listened to a lot of the Easter egg song stuff in like a long while. I was listening to those songs like every day, all the time, and now it's like, dude, I haven't listened to them forever, because now I just listen to Avenged Sevenfold. And now I have AC/DC to look forward to. Hell yeah. I don't know, this just keeps going on and on. I'm probably gonna go find something to do and not sleep late. That's gonna be the key thing. Not sleep late. I think I was trying to say this before and I forgot. So I'll put it in now, I guess. I was thinking that I just have too much stuff that's competing at night. And I feel like I'm prioritizing all of it over sleep. And I just need to stop. So I've been thinking, like, maybe I try to just not do as much at night, and then try to do, like, go to bed earlier and then wake up in the morning and do stuff in the morning. I was thinking that maybe that's the angle. I don't know. I'll figure something out, but in the moment, I have some stuff to get done. So, yeah. I hope my work schedule is not going to be atrocious. Because I don't know what's going to happen now that, mentor coworker is not going to be there, right? What's going to happen now? And also, technically, they need somebody in the morning on Wednesdays. Or maybe there's not going to put anybody in the morning on Wednesdays. I don't know. Because that's when the full-timer's off. So if they do that, right, then it's like, are they going to call me in? Are they going to schedule me that day? Because then it's like, the thing is, I kind of don't want that, because, usually Wednesdays are my day off, and, I get to go do stuff. And also, kind of have appointments on Wednesday, and also, I'm probably going to be carless on Wednesday, as I mentioned before, with the tires and stuff. It's not going to be that big of a deal, but still, probably, well, I mean, I guess I'll have the truck if I need it, but, transmission on that thing is kind of, also, I have to mention it. I have to mention it, because now I just thought of transmission. Dude, I always kind of find it funny when, like, my parents, they talk about, like, transmission stuff in cars, and they'll say, like, trans fluid. And I'm just thinking, like, I'm surprised that they're not avoiding that wording because it's like, you know, all I'm saying is that certain movements are a little intolerant to people who are not usual sexes, you know? And so it's like they're what's it called? They're saying that stuff, and I'm just thinking like, how are they not getting giga triggered by that? Like, oh my god, trans fluid, oh my god, or like, you know, trying to say like transmission fluid. They're just saying trans fluid, and they don't care. It's kind of surprising. It at least makes me happy that it hasn't gotten to that part of their brain. Because yeah. Oh man, you know, it just made me think too. At some point, maybe I should talk about. I read this book about QAnon, and I thought it was a pretty good book. And on the one hand, it made me realize my situation isn't that bad. Because, like, dude, there's like people that went to a fucking ranch with like this fucking guy called Baby Q. And I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? It's crazy. Some of that stuff is crazy. But, yeah. Ugh. It's a whole nightmare of a thing. But it just made me go, wow. Oh shit, the phone's at 5%. Oh my god, charge it. Charge it. Go. Where's the thing? Here it is. Let me charge it. Okay, we're saved. We're saved. That was a close call. But yeah. I don't that the whole QAnon thing in general is fucking, bro, it's so insane. And there's so many offshoots of it. There's so many people that believe all these different things. And none of them are really true. Like, you know, and part of the problem, right, is that there is some like inklings of truth in these things. Like there were, you know, pedophile elites that were, you know, doing a lot of bad shit. You know, like Jeffrey Epstein and, you know, the people on the Epstein list, right? But it's like they see that and they go, oh my god, it's real. And they just believe in everything else, even when the facts are telling them otherwise. I don't get it, man. But yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping, and I'm just gonna go home. I guess I'm tired. I gotta work on videos. Hopefully. And it's probably gonna end up me being like, you know what, let me just watch this video, and then it turns into like 2 hours of Germa. It's gonna happen, bro. I don't know. Somehow it always leads to Germa. I don't get it. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm almost kind of like wondering if I should keep doing these weekly updates or not, but I think I'm going to, just because I can. Like, there's no reason not to. But, you know, I've been talking in general about this stuff usually most nights. So it's like, if I'm already just talking about this anyway, why am I rehashing it, you know? We'll see. But, yeah. I think I'm going to try to figure out how to spend the rest of my day, I guess. I don't know. It's almost an hour, so let me end this. Oh, man. Alright. Yeah. I guess that's it.